Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center. From new tires to tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, there's so much more that we can do for you, and there's no reason to go anywhere but the Warren Tire Center in Warren, Pennsylvania. With over 40 years of serving the Warren and surrounding communities, it's always been a great day at the Warren Tire Center. We offer same-day service and walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Warren Tire Center can be reached at 814-723-8050 and on the web at warrentirecenter.com.
You've got dreams, might even be something big. Imagine what you could do with the right solutions, secured against evolving threats, and set up to make the right decisions faster. At Acrisure, we help protect and grow everything you've worked so hard to build. We are the brightest people using the best of technology. We are an extraordinary advantage for you. We are Acrisure.
Here at the Warren County Chamber of Business and Industry, we like to focus on our community and help our local businesses expand and succeed.
Why join WCCBI? Not only do we offer a way for local businesses to grow and prosper, but we also provide business development, community involvement, and member benefits.
Becoming a member of WCCBI includes benefits such as networking and ribbon cutting.
Become a member or to see additional information, visit WCCBI.org today.
With locations in Shippensville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
At AGI Industries in Clarendon, our state-of-the-art fabrication facility brings your custom-engineered products to life. With cutting-edge machinery and skilled professionals, we deliver precision-crafted solutions tailored to your needs. From trench box and storage container rentals to sandblasting, refurbishing, and painting equipment, plus expert metal fabrication, compressor stations, filters, separators, ASME vessels, and pig loaders, AGI Industries is your one-stop shop for quality and innovation. Call 814-728-6050 for more information or to secure a rental.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
The Trojans come in here tonight in search of win number 2 on the season, while the Dragons hope to remain undefeated. Warren hosts McDowell in a District 10 Region 5 matchup next on your daily local in the YDL Sports Network.
Providing in-depth audio, video, and written coverage of high school and small college sports across Western Pennsylvania. The YDL Sports Network. If you love sports, this is the place to be.
Okay, well, this is a matchup that we're going to really enjoy, I think, if the JV contest was any indication at all.
Absolutely. This is high school volleyball on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network, as Warren is set to host McDowell again. It's a District 10 Region 5 matchup. Brian Hagberg, Tim Giuliano with you here in the AGI Industry Storage Containers broadcast booth. And Tim, like you said, if the JV match, which went 3 sets, is any indication, a lot of long volleys, a lot of players diving all over the place, making hustle plays all over the place. If that continues into this varsity match, regardless of the outcome, it's going to be entertaining for sure.
Oh, it definitely will be. And we want to welcome you to the Casella pregame show. Fans are an essential part of any team. Visit Casella.com to join our team today. Casella, our people, your team. Today's stream is powered by Oil Country Crates. Your products, our protection. OilCountryCrates.com. Well, it's the other one was entertaining, but it was a little too close for me.
Yeah. Well, we like that sometimes. Cody Elms, who does the football games with me, and I were talking the other day, and it's been a long time since he and I have had something that wasn't what you would consider a blowout on the football field. But so it's always nice to get competitive, close contests, and then you really get to see, especially now that we've kind of made the turn here on the season, we're into the second half. Now's where you really get to see what some teams are made of, what their mettle is as they start looking ahead to the postseason.
That's right. And we also want to remind you about the Warren Tire Center drive to the game. The Warren Tire Center. Make sure you get to the game in comfort, warrentirecenter.com. And who are our players to watch tonight, Brian?
We'll start first with McDowell. Going to look at the setter, Marie Russo, for the Trojans. If they're going to come in here and pull the upset here, McDowell comes in 1-7 overall, 1-5 in region play. If they're going to pull the upset, she's going to have to be almost flawless tonight, setting her hitters perfectly so that they can get through or around the blocks, whatever the strategy may be. She's got to put them in the right position to make the plays. On the flip side, as we see a couple of Warren players in street clothes, in Peyton Woderson and Julia Gettner, I think the player to watch tonight is going to be Haley Kabiska. They've gone to her in some key situations before, but now with a couple of your regulars out, you turn to Kabiska maybe to assume an even larger role than she has up to this point in the season and maybe take on some more of that attacking responsibility, and you're asking her to come through in a big matchup.
She seems to have that athletic ability, and when we need a spike from somebody, she often will provide it. Very, very gifted athlete. And those are our players to watch, the WCCBI players to watch. Find out what the Chamber Advantage is all about, WCCBI.org. Also, the Howard Hanna Professionals Keys to the Game. Howard Hanna Professionals can help you get the keys to a new home. Call 814-726-2000 or visit howardhannaprofessionals.com. Keys to the game tonight.
Oh, gosh. So for we'll start with the home team tonight. For Warren, it's, don't really consider the opponent. Just go out and play your game. Play the style of play that's worked for you 8 times already this season. You're 8-0 in dual matches. What you've been doing is working. Don't overthink it. Warren McDowell is always one of those you look at on paper and think, well, this is a mismatch in favor of the Trojans. In this instance, if you look at it really on paper, it's a mismatch in favor of the Dragons. Don't let that get into your head. For McDowell, embrace the underdog role. Again, like we said, McDowell comes into so many things in so many sports, and they're always favored. Now you're in a position where you're the underdog. Embrace that. Go out, play loose, play kind of carefree, and that's how you come away with an upset.
Okay, we're going to find out very shortly. Rouse Scoreboard, powered by Seneca Generation. Our scoreboard tonight is brought to you by Rouse. Rouse is caring for generations. Visit rouse.org to find out more. And our board is powered by Seneca Generation. Seneca Generation, powering your home, powering our community. We want to remind you of AGI Industries Storage Containers broadcast booth. We're here. AGI Industries is your one-stop shop for quality and innovation. Call 814-728-6050 for more information or to secure a rental. We thank our sponsors.
Yes, and we did this just in time. We got about 30 seconds from the...
See, I'm catching on.
Yeah, you are. Now about 15 seconds away from the start of this. Well, not officially 15 seconds, because we're going to have Mr. Sittler's going to come down here and make the pregame announcements. We'll have the national anthem in the starting lineup, of course. Again, this this should be an interesting matchup. You know, McDowell's one of those teams, the record maybe doesn't reflect it, but they've been competitive with teams, just haven't found a way so far to kind of get over that hump but once. And, you know, again, when you're missing some key contributors, and those are senior leaders on your team that you're missing, you've got to look to some younger players to step up. And how well do they embrace that? Okay, now that it's on my shoulders a little bit to kind of take control here and help lead my team to victory. And while John's making the pregame announcements, Tim, you want to tell us who's sponsoring our first set tonight?
Absolutely. It's the Elwood National Forge first quarter. It's never too soon nor too late to set another goal or dream another dream. If now is the time for you, Elwood National Forge can help. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance. Start the date of hire, and we'll have more in a minute. All right.
After that pause, finish it off.
All right. We want to let you know if you join Elwood, you also get paid time off, long-term job security, and you can learn more about becoming a part of Elwood National Forge's family. Visit enfjobs.com. And also, we want to remind you that tonight's game is being brought to you in part by Lander Hope Clinic Medical Care for your whole family. Call 814-593-0011 or visit landerhopeclinic.com to request an appointment.
And now for the starting lineups. First for McDowell, it's number 8, our WCCBI player to watch, Marie Russo. Number 10, Violet Bergquist. Number 11, Kaylin Altoff.
Number 28, sophomore outside hitter, Abby Strelecki.
Number 28, Abby Strelecki.
Number 3, junior libero, Alexis Stockton.
Number 3, Alexa Stockton.
Number 1, senior defensive specialist, Ava Lockwood.
Number 1, Ava Lockwood.
Number 6, Leah Wilcox.
Number 6, Leah Wilcox.
And number 7, senior outside Emma Crowder.
And number 7, Emma Crowers, your starters for the Trojans tonight. And as the lights go out, we'll get set for the introduction of the Warren Dragons. And a little dragon runs out onto the court first.
New mascot. He's got wings.
I like it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Halloween's early this year.
And starting for Warren, our WCCBI player to watch, number 15, Haley Kabiska. Number 2, Peyton Johnson.
13, junior setter, Bryn.
Number 13, Bryn Norris.
Number 7, senior defensive specialist, Lauren Gray.
Number 7, Lauren Fabick.
Number 5, junior right side hitter, Brooke Sherry.
Number 5, Brooke Sherry.
Number 1,
number 1, Lily Newton. Number 25, Addie Corey. And number 22, Milicia Sorensen. And number 12, Madeline Nozzle, the starters for the Dragons. And congratulations to Madeline Nozzle, was recognized just before the start of tonight's match, earned her 800th kill recently.
That's a lot.
And I believe that John said that moved her into either second or third place on the all-time list. And
she got a lot of games yet.
Yeah.
That's impressive. Well, you can see her athleticism, though. She has good leaping ability. She's very strong. And there's that experience that comes into play also. She knows where to be and when to be there. And so it's going to be interesting. And that's Dragons may be favored record-wise and all that stuff, but you cannot look at this as that you got to focus on this game is the only game.
Yep.
Let's not look down the road. You said it earlier. You know, you can't take them lightly. You have to take them very seriously. Otherwise, that's when you get knocked off.
Exactly. Yeah. As the teams now have taken the floor and in their second pregame huddle, they all huddled with their coach. Now they all huddle on the floor as just their teammates.
Building togetherness.
Yes.
And, last minute instructions. People wonder what's being said in those huddles and things like that. Sometimes it's very mundane and basic stuff that, you know, and there's no earth-shattering information that goes on.
No. So and sometimes, you know, and I've talked to some players, and sometimes it's very simple, like, hey, love you guys. You know, we're a team, and you know, just that simple kind of message of, hey, we're one unit here, and we're all in this together.
I remember watching a college football game. It was around 1980, I think. Southern Cal was playing Oklahoma in the Coliseum, and it's late in the ball game. SC's got to go for 2. And so Paul McDonald, the quarterback, runs over to John Robinson on the sideline, expecting, okay, now here's what we got to do. And he's going to do the X's and O's things and stuff like that. No, they have the camera on him. He's mic'd up, and he looks at McDonald and he goes, look at this. Isn't this amazing? This is what college football's like. He didn't even call a play, and then they went out there and scored.
That was Joe Montana had a similar when the drive to Dwight Clark.
Oh, my gosh,
where he pointed at, isn't that John Candy up in the stands?
Eating popcorn.
Yeah, eating popcorn. You know, it just.
How is he so relaxed in a game like that? Yeah, that's a great one. That there was nobody quite like him when it came to things like that.
So McDowell will serve to start things off here tonight. It is number 8, Marie Russo serving. Norris sets for Nozzle. Russo's there. And Sorensen gets a hand on it, but goes out of play, and that's a kill for Abby Strzelecki.
Good effort. She just didn't get enough of her arm underneath it.
Yeah. So Russo serves again. Norris sets over for Brooke Sherry this time. Blocked back at the net, but Sherry's there to recover. And Kubiska puts over the free ball, and Stockton and Crowers come together, and the ball goes out of play. It's a point for Warren.
One of those, they weren't sure who was going to get that one.
And so it will be Brooke Sherry serving, and Sherry going to see probably some extra minutes here tonight with, as we said, Waterson and Getna in street clothes. And she serves that one out of play.
Oh, we certainly hope they're both okay.
No. So Strzelecki back to serve. Into the net. And no Wyatt tonight, so no player of the game honors for the net tonight.
Yeah, that's It's so quiet.
Yeah.
Without Wyatt. Yeah, he must have had a previous commitment, but we look forward to working with him again. He's a lot of fun.
And Peyton Johnson serves up an ace. Johnson goes the other side this time, but Strelecki's there. And Russo sets it for Bergquist, who puts it through the block and down for the kill.
Dragons rose up, but unfortunately the ball bounced on the wrong side of the net.
Well, that's, there's a lot of technique when it comes to going up for that block. As Stockton serves, Norris sets for Nozzle. And down to get it is Strelecki, and it stays alive, and McDowell puts over the free ball. Norris for Nozzle again, and Strelecki's there again. Norris this time for Corey, little tip right into the soft spot.
Strelecki gets player of that point anyway in my book. That was tremendous effort.
Well, and again, smart decision there by Addie Corey. Nozzle had kind of hammered a couple of them, and McDowell was right there to get the digs from Strelecki, and this time she just put a little tip and found the vacant area in the defense. And Russo will put over a free ball. Norris will set Newton.
She hit it twice.
Well, and in the carry, too. Either way, it was going to be either a double hit or a carry that time on Althoff.
Well, she kind of got jammed, I think, and she had really no recourse.
And that time, Bergquist goes through the block for the kill.
Lily Newton looked like she might have had a block going on there, and it did not work out in our favor.
Ava Lockwood coming in to serve as Bergquist sits down. Well, sinking serve, and it's an ace for Lockwood. Johnson was able to go down and get underneath that one, but it just sailed right out of play, and that was a nice serve there from Ava Lockwood.
Any hope I had of it dropping inside the line fell apart when it got to the net. It was done for.
And apparently somebody said or did something that the down official went over and speaking to the game manager as Lockwood gets the dig on that. Norris will set Nozzle, and Nozzle, as she has done 800 plus times now, puts down a kill.
She knows exactly where to place that ball so that they can't get a good clear hit.
6-5 Warren leading Elwood National Forge first set. Bryn Norris serving for the Dragons. Russo sets Crowers. Norris for Nozzle.
Oh, yeah.
And make it two straight.
Nothing was going to alter the course of that shot. It's 8:03, right?
Well, I'm not sure because she got 800 and they didn't. It's not like basketball, right? When you get your 1,000 point, they stop everything and everybody acknowledges it. They don't really do that in volleyball very often.
No, they didn't tonight anyway. Well, they acknowledged her, but it was not very long.
It wasn't like they stopped play.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, if she gets to 1,000 kills, maybe you might. That's a lot of kills. 8-5 Warren leading Elwood National Forge first set. Norris on the serve again. And serves that one out of play.
Well, when you get those kind of numbers, it's a combination of talent, but a lot of hard work goes into that as well. Mm-hmm. To be consistent at it as she is.
Crowers serves for the Trojans. Norris gets that one to Newton with a little tip right around the block of Althoff.
She took a little off of that.
when you could see her almost change her mind mid-jump there. It looked like she was initially going to kind of swing through and then said, we'll just tip it the other way.
Yeah, we call it body control, and she demonstrated it there.
Nozzle serves out of play.
That must be one of the most difficult shots, to get it just inside that far line and drop it before, it goes out.
I tried to, playing years ago, playing rec league volleyball, tried to do that jump serve one time. Not happening.
No.
I'll just stand there and throw it up and put a little English on it. But,
My serve is underhanded like that.
And Kubiska with the kill.
Other than playing in somebody's backyard or at the beach, I never did volleyball. I would not be very good at it, I'm sure.
Sorensen on the serve. Lockwood gets it to Russo. And Stockton puts it over. Norris for Corey. Too strong.
Had her set up. It looked like it was going to be fine, but just a little too much on it.
Warren's kind of maintained this 2-point lead here in the early going. Elwood National Forge first set, but unable to pull away. A couple of attack errors, and McDowell's made a couple of nice defensive plays that have turned into points for the Trojans. Norris for Corey again, and took a little bit off, and that seems to have been the formula so far. I mean, Nozzle's had a couple of big kills, but the tips, the little change of direction, change of speed, that's been the successful strategy so far in the early going for Warren.
Yeah, sometimes force isn't necessary, and there have been several occasions so far tonight where that's been the case.
And sometimes an ace helps too, as Brooke Sherry serves that one up. Althoff just got tied up a little bit there. And somehow Russo kept that alive.
She anticipated very well there. I thought that was going to be going out.
And they did it again. Norris, long set back row for Nozzle. Down to get that one was Crowers. And Strelecki tried to go misdirection cross court.
I was impressed with Nozzle's hit there because she had the girl that returned it was knocked backwards. There was a lot of velocity on that one.
And Sherry serves that one out of play. So again, Warren goes up 5, and then just like that, a service error, and McDowell stays within striking distance. And those are the kind of things that Warren coach Mike Dolan has kind of told me throughout the years, that's why these games are so important, because you've got to maintain that consistency and focus. Haley Kubiska, I think, surprised herself how much speed she generated on that one.
Yeah. I guess if you're going to draw it up and show somebody how to do that, that's a good example of it.
And she earns the she's a sophomore chant from her peers in the student section. And then goes back to serve and serves up an ace. My pick for player to watch is looking pretty good right now.
I was going to say, you called it. It's been a huge part of the offense so far.
15-9 now. Warren leading Elwood National Forge first set. And that one goes out of play. And again, Kubiska.
She got that to drop right at the spot. She needed it too.
That one goes out of play. And a little hug from Peyton Johnson coming on the floor as Kubiska will take a seat. Stockton serving for the Trojans, trailing 10-16. Fabic gets it to Norris for Nozzle, and Nozzle says, hey, I want some of that point scoring stuff too.
And she got one.
Well,
another classic case of she saw the spot opening up and aimed right at it.
It'll be Addie Corey serving. And Norris with an attack. And Stockton able to get it to Strzelecki, and Russo puts over the free ball. Norris for Nozzle. As Nozzle says, let me show you how that's done.
Yeah. And I think had both of the McDowell girls let that go, it might have gone out.
Probably would have gone out of play, but hard to fault the hustle there.
Yeah.
And, you're just trying to make something happen.
And you've got a split second, literally, to make a decision. So
Crowers puts the serve retrieve right back over. This time it's Newton.
Oh, she faked everybody out. I thought they were going to wait till she got to the peak of her jump, and she hit it way before that.
19-10, Warren leading, and Joe Reynolds is going to call a Rossbecker Insurance timeout. Rossbecker Insurance Group, with locations in Corey, Northeast, and Seneca, strives to deliver a personal and beneficial experience to its customers while providing a great place to work for its valued team members. Team Rossbecker, that's Rossbecker. Also want to remind you that your view of the court tonight is brought to you by Venango County, where there's always something to see and do. VenangoCountyPAS.gov.
19-10.
Yeah, quietly 19-10,
Yeah.
it seems like.
Well, I think,
And right after I
obviously-
said they were keeping it close within a couple of points.
I think Warren is gradually going to, and I don't like to use this term, but kind of wear them down a little bit, because we've been relentless when we've gone up to spike the ball, and I would say well over half of those hits have scored us points.
Yeah.
And I think Bree's done a nice job of setting people up.
Bryn.
Bryn, I'm
Yes.
sorry. Yeah, Bree. Well, there's a Bree on our team, isn't there? No.
Russo gets it back for Althoff, but too strong on the attack. And the Dragons have a 10-point lead.
There's a Brooke.
Yeah.
No Bree. Sorry.
Corey serves. Strzelecki off the rafters, and Althoff didn't get enough on that one. And you hear home field, home court advantage talked about all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Really, volleyball, I think, is one of those ones that you really see it.
Yep.
When the balls are hitting off the, especially teams like Eisenhower's got a low ceiling. And if you're used to playing with that low ceiling, you know how to handle that.
Uh-huh.
Oh, nice effort by Stockton. Trojans keep it alive. But Berquist couldn't get under it enough to put it back over. But great hustle there by Stockton, and I believe that was Crowers.
Yeah, no lack of effort for sure. It just
Certainly
she got as far underneath and tried to scoop that ball up, but it was not going to happen.
Russo sets it.
Good job by Fabic to save that one.
Nozzle tried to go cross court, but a little too strong on that.
It sailed on her. I think she was falling backwards a little bit, wanted to compensate, and it just took off.
Well, and interesting, and they kind of snuck this one in. I didn't see, but Peyton Kabiska is now setting in place of Bryn Norris, and you wonder if just that little change sometimes can kind of throw off the timing a little bit if you're not used to working that rotation.
Kind of like a quarterback and center getting the snaps and stuff coordinated. Oh, nice job
by Nozzle to keep that alive, and Newton will put over the free ball. And Stockton and Strzelecki.
Take it.
Yeah. Trying to be unselfish, and nobody played the ball, and it falls for a point. So it'll be Peyton Kabiska serving. Warren 2 points away from closing out this Elwood National Forge first set. Russo gets it over to Crowers, blocked at the net. Althoff sends it over, but out of play. And it is set point.
Good reaction. It just sailed too far to the left. And the Dragons look to take game one here.
Kabiska serving set point. And out of play. Trojans will stay alive for a point. It will be Crowers serving. Kabiska to Nozzle, and that is a first set winner, 25-12. Warren takes set number one. We'll be back with set number 2 here on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network.
Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. Craft beer, craft food, craft service. You get it all and more at Station 101 in DuBois. Whether it's your relaxing evening with friends at Cozy Family Dinner or that special night out with someone unforgettable, Station 101 is the place where memories are made. Dive into a new American culinary journey where every bite is made with premium, farm-fresh ingredients. Quench your thirst with our impressive craft beer lineup, 12 brews on tap, over 120 bottles to explore. From the first sip to the last bite, Station 101 delivers an experience that's anything but ordinary. Station 101 in DuBois, PA, crafted for you.
Okay, we're about to start the Verischetti Holdings second set. Companies within the Verischetti Holdings group include Phoenix Sintered Metals, Superior Energy Resources, Allegheny Electric Service, and Verischetti & Son Incorporated. Find out more at VerischettiHoldings.com. Well, the Dragons was a little nip and tuck early, but they pulled away.
Yeah, pulled away late and picked up a 25-12 first set win over visiting McDowell.
Well, I look for McDowell to be a little more aggressive and take some more chances here.
Yeah, certainly. Well, and, you know, like I said in the pregame, you don't have anything to lose here.
Right.
So you might as well, be as aggressive as you can. Play loose, play hard, and see if you can make something happen.
Mm-hmm. You had said earlier that Russo was going to be one of the key folks on that team, and I think the other one is Sterlecki.
Yeah. Well, and the unfortunate thing is, Russo typically is the setter for them, and they haven't really had many opportunities to get her going off the serve receive. It's they've had some trouble with the serve receive, and that's led to them being out of system as Addison Ristaw serves to start the Verischetti Holding second set. Joust at the net with Kabiska, and I believe that was number 6, Leah Wilcox, and Kabiska wins it.
You're like Nostradamus. Players to watch. There she is.
So it's Ristaw on the floor with Sorensen, Nozzle, Kabiska, Norris, and Addie Corey. Russo that time sets Wilcox, and down to get it is Nozzle. And the set to Kabiska off the block. Crowers is there. Strelecki will put over a free ball. Nozzle to Kabiska, blocked back.
Oh, that was a nice block.
Russo and Wilcox combine for the block.
I thought that was a perfect setup, and it was a perfect, attack, but good job by the McDowell defense.
And so on the floor for the Trojans is Russo, Crowers, Berquist, Strelecki, Stockton, and Wilcox. 1-1 to start the Verischetti Holdings second set. Russo serves. Norris gets it to Corey. Stockton was there, but Russo couldn't get up. She wasn't in position to receive that pass, and Wilcox vacated, and
probably a play they've done 1,000 times,
Yeah.
but she didn't know that her teammate was not anywhere near
Yeah,
that.
I think Russo ran into one of her teammates trying to get in position to be able to receive that pass as Peyton Johnson serves. Now Russo will back set for Strelecki, and somehow Nozzle kept that alive.
Reaction.
A little tip. Bergquist, Stockton, and Crowers puts over the free ball. Norris for Nozzle. Crowers is there. Strelecki back to Crowers. And again, McDowell stays alive. Addie Corey this time gets it through Russo and down for the kill.
I feel bad for Crowers because she worked so hard on that one that you would have expected them to come out with a point. But
well, and, you know, the Trojans are a young team too, and that's just one of those. You get some of those learning experiences. And Peyton Johnson serves. Strelecki to Russo. Stockton puts over the free ball. Norris for Nozzle.
wow. She set her up all the way across the court. That was really well done.
And Johnson tried to take a little off of that serve, but took a little too much off. Goes into the net. And McDowell going to make a change here as it looks like Lockwood is coming on for Strelecki. And Lockwood will serve.
There is a place in volleyball for those of us who are not tall.
Indeed, yes.
Lockwood's about my height.
Yeah. Norris for Nozzle. Block back. Wilcox again.
She wasn't going to accept anything less.
No. Second block of the set for Leah Wilcox.
That's just it. I think Warren's got to be cognizant of we don't want to allow them to hang around too much because if we do, they could steal the momentum.
Lockwood tried to do the same thing Johnson did and got the same result.
Point for the other team.
Addie Corey serving. Russo sets it for Wilcox. A little tip. Oh, Nozzle was there. And Stockton keeps it alive, but Russo can't get it over the net.
Good effort. Just didn't work out for them.
I think Nozzle surprised you on that one. You thought that was going on to the floor, and all of a sudden there she was. And another service error in this set.
I like the idea. Just didn't get high enough over the net. Because I had a feeling that was going to drop drastically.
And that'll be Stockton for the Trojans. Norris gets it over for Nozzle. Block back. This time it's Altoff. The Trojans have found their blocking game this set.
Here's your dinner. Enjoy it.
I wouldn't be surprised if the next time Nozzle gets set from Norris, that she doesn't try to take a little off or try some misdirection there, as Sorensen's going to put over a free ball. Russo sets Altoff, and she gets it through the block and down, and we're tied at 6.
Their front line is coming on here.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes that's all it takes is get a couple of points going, build some confidence, and next thing you know, you're right back in it. Johnson tracks that down as Nozzle put over a free ball, but it's out of play.
I think she knew when she hit it, it was too hard.
Yep.
Just could kind of tell.
Trojans now with a 7-6 lead. Verischetti holding second set. Norris over for Nozzle, and there was, tried to go the other way, but Russo was there. Crowers with a push. Norris for Newton this time, put it into the net on the attack.
I think this is the first time they've been up by 2.
I believe that is correct. Norris over for Nozzle. And this time, Nozzle gets it through the block and down for a point, and that ends a 5-point run for the Trojans. Brooke Sherry comes on for Ristaw. Norris goes back to serve. And Norris puts it into the net. Trojans back to a 2-point lead. The Crowers to serve. Or no, actually, it'll be Berquist back to serve.
They changed the.
Well, and heads up there by McDowell coach Joe Reynolds, making sure that they didn't get called for being out of rotation and give a free point to the Dragons. As Berquist serves an ace, Nozzle just unable to handle that serve.
We could have used the free point right there.
Yeah. Now it is 10-7 McDowell. Trojans looking to tie this match. And a service error for Berquist. Haley Kabiska back on the floor. Nozzle will serve. Russo gets it over to Crowers. A little bump over the net. Norris sets Nozzle. Kabiska, and Kabiska right through Berquist.
I don't think she was remotely ready
No.
to handle that. It came on her really quickly.
Nozzle with a sinking serve and tied up Berquist. Crowers nearly able to keep that in play, but it goes into the stands and we're tied at 10. Nozzle serving. Warren looking to retake the lead. Russo sets Crowers. Sorensen right there. Norris for Kabiska into the net.
Oh, that was not still alive. I thought maybe they could have kept going there.
No,
it looked like it hadn't hit.
It hit the net. The block was there, but it didn't get over the net. It hit
Okay.
into the net. And so now it will be Crowers serving for the Trojans. Norris sets Kabiska. And that one is tipped before it goes out of play. Wasn't sure if Crowers got a piece of that or not. It was hard to tell from up here, but
Yeah, I was wondering, but
the line judge back there, one of the McDowell kids, put up the tip sign immediately. So Norris for Brooke Sherry goes cross court. Berquist is there. Russo over for Strzelecki. Norris for Kabiska. Big swing for Kabiska, and she gives Warren the lead back again, 12-11.
she's having a good night.
Yeah. You know, every once in a while, Tim, those players to watch I pick turn out to be the right call.
So far, so good.
Speaking of players to watch, I got offered a trade deal on Friday night, for you, actually.
Yeah, they're trying to get rid of me, huh?
Stockton puts over a free ball. Norris sets Sherry, and Sherry just tucks it in.
She
It's
got
a
it
kill
in.
for Brooke Sherry. I was told a couple of draft picks and maybe a player to be named later, and you can be all ours over here on your Daily Local.
Well, we'll see what happens. I mean, that deal got made in about 8 seconds.
Strzelecki puts that attack into the net. and Warren has a 3-point lead. Bearsketty holding second set.
They were all too eager to work something out.
And didn't even demand a first-round pick. I was stunned. Felt
probably,
like Howie Roseman up in the booth on Friday.
They don't probably feel like I'm not worth a first-round pick, so we're not gonna swap that.
Althoff through the block gets the point for McDowell, and they're going to see a couple of changes. Wilcox comes back in, and on the floor for the first time, number 16, Haley Smith, and she'll serve. And serves up an ace. That thing just kind of tailed. It looked like a little slider coming out of there. Just kept tailing over to the, I guess, to the left if you're looking at it from the McDowell side of the floor.
I don't know if Brooke Sherry was really anticipating it coming her way there.
Yeah. And Smith tried to go right back at her, but this time Sherry was ready. She'll put it over. Russo gets it over for Strelecki. Down to get that one is Nozzle. Well, seesawing back and forth. Russo for Wilcox. Goes cross court, but
that's out.
And no, they say it landed in.
Here, let me go have a word with it.
That is a point, and the Trojans have tied it at 14.
I could swear that hit out.
Yeah, it's unless there was, they said there was a tip if one of the Warren players touched it, but it certainly looked like he was out from up here. Norris will set Sherry, and Sherry sends that one out of play.
That looked just like the other one. How's that different?
McDowell retakes the lead now, 15-14, and a little hesitation there as the line judge and the officials were kind of conferring on that. Smith serving again. Norris for Corey this time. And just in front of a diving Crowers. Again, smart play there by Addie Corey. Could have really laid into that one, but it was more about placement there than power.
Yep. Dragons definitely in a struggle in this set.
Brooke Sherry serves. Russo sets Wilcox. Tipped there by Corey. She gets it back to Norris for Kabiska. Tipped back to Crowers. Strelecki going to try for the Trojans, but puts it out of play. And now it's Warren back in front. And you wonder the way they pulled away at the end of that first set. Did the Dragons kind of come into this second set? It's Corey puts that one back with authority, thinking this was just going to be a walk in the park, and McDowell had other ideas.
Yeah. Well, I think both of us said at the outset, you have to take this very seriously. Forget about the record.
Brooke Sherry on to serve, and serves that one out of play. And so it's Russo serving, trying to tie this set up at 17. Back and forth, Verischetti holding second set so far. Norris for Kabiska off the block, and Stockton just unable to get there in time. Good effort there by the McDowell libero. And number 14, Charlotte Bollheimer checking in for the Trojans for the first time. Should give Strelecki a rest. And it's Haley Kabiska back to serve. And Wilcox puts over the free ball. Norris for Nozzle. Stockton's there, but it goes out. Great effort again by Stockton to get under that and dig it, but
fell a little bit too far outside the line.
give the wrong point there. 19-16, Warren leads. Verischetti holding second set. Russo gets it to Stockton, who'll put it over. Norris for Corey. Just tucked it in.
I was going to say, that one looked into me.
And Joe Reynolds going to take a Ross Becker Insurance timeout. We're going to take it with him. This is high school volleyball on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network.
We think Ross Becker Insurance is a place for you and for your family, for your individuals, for your businesses, because we want to be your insurance advisor. We're local. We're knowledgeable. We have contracts with all different insurance carriers to customize and fit the right insurance program for your needs. We're here. You can come sit down with us, talk to us one-on-one, sit across from the kitchen table, sit across from our desks, and we can give you good insurance advice, how you can save money, where you don't want to save money and skimp out on coverage. And so we're there to help balance that and give you good insurance advice, good risk management advice. So after you have a claim disaster, you can have confidence that your family, your businesses, your cars, your assets are best protected.
Welcome back. We want to remind everyone that tonight's game is being brought to you in part by Healing Beauty by KJ. For all your hair, makeup, and beauty needs, visit Healing Beauty at 112 Pennsylvania Avenue West in Warren or at shophealingbeauty.com.
Russo gets it over for Berquist. She'll just put over a free ball. Norris going to set Corey again off the block and down.
Corey had some strength on that one.
I think she got that one through the net and off the block.
Have to repair some of the flooring after that one.
21-16. Warren beginning to pull away into this Verschetti holding second set, and Haley Kabiska serves an ace.
There was no saving that one.
No.
Well, McDowell made a nice run there, but the Dragons responded.
And McDowell is called for being out of rotation. And just like that, Warren is 2 points away from taking a 2-0 match lead.
Maybe I should shout down to the McDowell girls. Don't worry about it. I don't understand that either. It is definitely an interesting concept, the way they have the rules set for that.
And Kabiska serves that one out of play. Again, McDowell still in striking distance here. One little run, and they're right back in it. As Lockwood will come in for Bollheimer, presumably to serve, and she will. Norris sets for Nozzle, off the block. I was going to say they pointed the wrong way there on the initial call. They said that was tips.
It's a Dragon point, isn't it?
Yes, it is a Warren point. I think they just pointed the wrong way initially.
Oops.
And so it is set point now as Addie Corey serves. Russo for Crowers and off her hand.
That ball went the exact opposite direction she was aiming.
Right off the heel of her hand, and that will be a second set victory for the Dragons. A little closer this time at 25-17. We'll be back with third set action. High school volleyball on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com. Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695.
Craft beer, craft food, craft service. You get it all and more at Station 101 in DuBois. Whether it's a relaxing evening with friends at Cozy Family Dinner or that special night out with someone unforgettable, Station 101 is the place where memories are made. Dive into a new American culinary journey where every bite is made with premium, farm-fresh ingredients. Quench your thirst with our impressive craft beer lineup, 12 brews on tap, over 120 bottles to explore. From the first sip to the last bite, Station 101 delivers an experience that's anything but ordinary. Station 101 in DuBois, PA, crafted for you.
Have a fender bender? We can mender at Park Avenue Motor Car. Bring your vehicle to Ron and the crew at Park Avenue Motor Car, 7 South Carver Street in Warren, or call 814-726-9728. Park Avenue Motor Car, proudly serving Warren County for 30 years.
Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's are premier eye care facilities here in our Tri-County area. Their offices and eye care team are dedicated to providing excellence in patient care, eye education, and optical services. Dr. Greg Lineski is a leader in clinical eye care involving eye and vision disorders. Dr. Lineski takes the time to explain the results of your eye exam.
I do like that we're back here at Warren Area High School getting set to start the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg third set. The Allegheny Grill, where you come for the food and stay for the view. Come check out their new indoor-outdoor wood frame event center. The Allegheny Grill was recently voted the #1 waterfront restaurant in Pennsylvania. Find out why, AlleghenyGrill.com.
Sounds like a great place to eat.
Yeah. Like I said, I haven't had a chance to go stay for the view, but I've been to some events that they've catered, and it is phenomenal food for sure. And it'll be McDowell serving to start the Allegheny Grill third set. Brian Hagberg, Tim Giuliano with you on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network. I want to thank you so much for tuning in to high school volleyball this evening. Russo serves. Sorensen passes to Norris. Sets Brooke Sherry. Russo down to get it, and Corey makes her pay for it.
No setup, no nothing. Just slam it right back at him.
Don't waste any time. You see that ball kind of hanging in the air like that. It's almost like a big slugger getting a hanging curveball. It's just tee off on that thing and let it go.
Yeah.
Berquist sends it over. Nozzle down to the floor to get that one. Kabiska goes cross court, but Stockton's there. Russo gets it back to Stockton. Norris will set Corey again. Stockton gets a hand on it, but out of play. And Addie Corey asserting herself to start this third set.
Dragons very methodical, that sequence, and I think they just took their time and waited for the right moment to set her up.
Strzelecki gets it to Russo. And Smith puts it over. Sorry, that was Bolheimer put it over. And Kabiska through the block.
He never misses. Look at this.
Yeah.
She has been outstanding.
Yeah. She has had a phenomenal game so far tonight. Russo sets Wilcox, and Wilcox tucks that one in the corner to get the Trojans on the board. And Lee Wilcox has made a difference for McDowell. Didn't see much of her in the first set, but she came on in that second set. And, suddenly McDowell was really giving Warren some fits.
Integral in a lot of aspects of her team's, ability to stay in this thing.
Norris sets Corey. And again, off of Russo this time, it's Addie Corey with a kill.
Yeah, I think Lockwood was... I think they thought Lockwood was going to be there to get it, and it didn't work out for them.
Kabiska serves, leading 4-1. Dragons looking to complete the sweep here. Russo gets it over to Stockton. Fabic to Norris to Nozzle, and Nozzle says, "Hey, I want to turn at that."
That might have even hurt when it hit. Was it Russo?
Yeah.
That had to sting a little bit.
Lockwood gets it to Russo. Russo sets Berquist, but she puts a little far. McDowell thinks it was tipped. But
To
No
whom
dice.
did they award the point?
No dice, as it is a Warren point, 6-1, the Dragons lead.
I really thought the official on the far side wasn't sure where he was going with that.
Well, he checked with the down official, and she said it was not tipped. So Lockwood keeps that alive, and Stockton puts it over. Norris for Corey again, off the block and down Addie Corey.
Yeah, she's had a couple of those so far this set. Dragons have opened up a 7-1 lead.
Haley Kubiska serving. Russo sets Bollheimer. Tipped at the net.
Once it comes over to your side and it's trapped under there, that's it.
Well, when you're the second blocker and that ball goes into the net, you're trying to back away and get your arms under there. That's a very difficult play to make.
Yeah.
Which is why you don't see it made very often as Stockton serves. Fabic goes down, gets it over to Norris for Nozzle, but Lockwood right there. Berquist just will punch it over. Norris going to try Nozzle again. Lockwood there again. Russo a little too much on and tipped down by Norris.
Yep, I don't think Russo wanted it to go over the net like that because she was trying to set her own teammate up, but too much oomph on it, and the Dragons capitalized.
And that will send Addie Corey to the service line. Russo going to try Berquist. Nozzle keeps it alive. Newton over to Norris. Lockwood's there. Goes off the rafters. Russo makes the recovery. And Stockton will put it over. Norris for Nozzle through the block. And down for another kill.
Just like clockwork between those two. I mean, I don't even think she saw her. She knew where she was going to be. And it worked out.
And Lockwood goes up and over the rafters that time. Tip by Norris, but Stockton right there. Russo serves Bollheimer. Fabic there to keep it alive. Norris to Nozzle. Blocked back by Altoff.
Altoff with one of the best plays of the game right there because that ball was coming at her 90 miles plus, and she was able to react perfectly to it.
Berquist back to serve. 9-3 Warren leads. Allegheny Grill third set. Norris to Newton. It went right over Bollheimer. Couldn't find it. Altoff got a piece.
Yep.
But then Bollheimer just unable to locate.
It went straight up in the air, and she was looking everywhere but just above her head.
Some changes now as Peyton Kubiska comes on to serve. Brooke Sherry's on the floor, and Addison Ristow coming in. 10-3 Warren leads. Allegheny Grill third set. Dragons trying to close out a sweep. Let's see. Kubiska serves that one out of play.
I'll tell you what, that was a really nice job there by number 3, Stockton. She wisely pulled her hand back at the last second and let it go out.
And I see in our comments, we got a thank you from Ted Carrington, former Warren Wrestling great and coach. As Bollheimer serves up an ace. And Ted, you're welcome. We appreciate you watching, of course, and absolutely love bringing in some high school volleyball. What a great sport this is.
It's fun to watch. It is a blast. I saw the first match last year, and I really enjoyed it since.
And Bollheimer with her second straight ace. Sorensen unable to track that one down.
Yeah, she had to leave her feet, and it was a great effort to try to save it, but it was too far away from her.
And just like that, McDowell's cut the lead to 10-6. Sorensen gets it to Peyton Kubiska for Newton. Block back. Sorensen gets a piece, but Kubiska unable to track it down.
And the Trojans make a little bit of a run.
4 straight for McDowell. You know, and again, Tim, this is what we said. This is one of those teams, they haven't won a lot of games, but man, they put up a fight.
Yeah, they do.
Kubiska for Sherry, and Sherry puts something behind that one to get the kill.
Yeah, she did. And she looks like, no big deal. I got the crowd into it, though.
So Peyton Johnson comes in to serve, and Haley Kubiska back on the floor. So Haley and Peyton Kubiska now out there for the Dragons as Johnson serves into the net.
When she gets those over, though, it drops more often than not right in where she needs it to.
And Smith checking in to serve for the Trojans. Down to get that one is Sorensen. Kubiska sets Brooke Sherry, but Trojans get it. Now Strzelecki through the block. Sorensen dives to keep it alive. And Haley Kubiska puts it over. Strzelecki again. Peyton Kubiska there. Sorensen for Brooke Sherry. Little tip. Just cleared the net, and then Russo couldn't do anything with it.
Alicia Sorensen is the MVP of that point.
Yeah.
It was, if not for her, we wouldn't have had this.
Yeah. Diving effort by Sorensen kept that point alive as Althoff will check back in for McDowell. Or no, she won't.
Watch that. You want to be out of order.
Well, so Althoff came in, and then Stockton replaced her as the libero. As Sorensen serves that one, ties up Bergquist, but Stockton just gets it over. Peyton Kubiska to Haley Kubiska with a little punch. Jousted the net. Russo keeps it alive. Strzelecki into the net. You could just kind of tell from the angle of that when she jumped that was not going to be a good outcome for McDowell. (13 to 8) now. Warren leads. Sorensen serving. Strzelecki will just push that one over. Kubiska to Corey. Corey hammers it home.
I think that's her third one of those uncontested spikes tonight.
Yeah.
I guess that's the best way I could describe it.
Sorensen serves and tucks it in the corner.
Nice job. She just dropped that one 3 inches inside the.
I think Bergquist thought she was farther back on the court than she was.
Just misjudged it a little bit.
Yeah, and that's all it takes.
15-8. Dragons up 7.
Sorensen gets that one over. Russo sets Wilcox.
Ow!
Wilcox tried to avoid the block, but
took too much off that.
Yep.
I thought she was going to just get it over the net and it would drop, but she didn't. One of those where,
Russo sets Strzelecki. Big attack. Johnson keeps it alive. Kubiska sets Kubiska, but she stepped over the line.
That was a nice save by Peyton Johnson. She really kept that ball alive, if only for another hit or two.
16 to 9. Warren leading. Allegheny Grill third set. Dragons lead the match 2-0. And it'll be Russo serving for McDowell. And Sorensen just able to keep that one off the floor. Johnson hits it into the net. Russo serves, and it's a service error. (17 to 10). Warren leading. Brooke Sherry to serve. Russo puts it back for Strzelecki. She'll just put over a free ball. Norris for Addie Corey. This time it's blocked. Corey keeps it alive. No, they're going to say it was a carry.
I don't know. I thought I saw some other ones that looked more like carries than that particular case did, but Dragons still lead by 6, 17-11 right now. Third set.
Lockwood on to serve. As we've got a pause here as Lauren Fabic coming on for Brooke Sherry. So Lockwood serves. Trojans trailing by 6. Sorensen gets it to Norris, but Norris stepped over as well. And Mike Dolan not happy about it. Mike's one of those guys that, he's not an expressive coach on the sideline. And so when you see him, kind of clap his hands in frustration, that's something that's maybe been building a little bit. Sorensen to Norris. Addie Corey. Russo unable to handle it.
That'll help a little bit.
Yeah. Haley Kabiska to serve. Russo to Bolheimer. Out of play. Went behind the pole, it must have been. Landed out of play either way. And Kabiska.
It dropped.
Right in the middle.
Players to watch.
Yeah. It was Lockwood and Stockton just both kind of went for it, and the ball went right in between them. Bolheimer puts it over, and Corey right back to Stockton, puts it back over. Norris for Nozzle. Blocked. Corey gets a hand on it. Stockton dives, and it tripped up Russo, who was unable to get there.
Great effort by both sides with that volley.
What a point.
And those were hard hits in
Yeah.
both ways. I'm amazed that they kept it going as long as they did. You lose a point like that, it takes the wind out of your sails a little bit.
Russo for Bergquist. Norris gets to it, and Wilcox made her pay. Fabic came in, tried to dig it, and put it right in Sorensen's face.
That's it. Neither one was anticipating for that to happen.
And Sorensen seems unfazed. In fact, had a little smile on her face as she came out of that. So,
well, I'm sure that's not the first time she's had her bell rung by a volleyball.
Norris for Nozzle. Lockwood gets a piece. Stockton keeps it alive, but nobody's there to recover.
Had they let that go, it would have been out. There was a lot on that ball, but maybe didn't realize where they were on the court at the time. And when in doubt, you got to hit it.
Yeah. So Addie Corey serving. Warren leading 22-13. Allegheny Grove third set. Lockwood over to Stockton. Norris for Newton. Blocked back. Nozzle puts it over. Russo. Bolheimer. A little too much on that one.
23-13.
Warren 2 points away from closing out this sweep. Corey serving. Lockwood off the rafter. Russo adjusts. Bolheimer on the attack. Fabic there, but it goes over the net. Althoff push it back, and Fabic got her feet tangled a little bit as she was going down. I think she was trying to slide, and maybe her shoe caught there.
It looked like she was already on the floor when the ball arrived, and she just was disoriented for a split second, and it was long enough to throw her off a little bit.
Bergquist serves. Sorensen to Norris. She'll just push over. Russo to Bolheimer off the tip to Sorensen. Norris for Nozzle. And Lockwood unable to handle that one. And it is match point for the Dragons.
Madeline Nozzle on that one said, not this time, you don't.
Well, and that little tip over that Norris did earlier in the point, that was something that Lindsay Madigan was spectacular at doing and knowing right when to do it. Got a lot of points for the Dragons that way. And now Norris will go back to serve, match point. And she serves an ace as Warren completes the sweep, 25-14 in the Allegheny Grill third set. They win the match 3-0, 25-12, 25-17, 25-14. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with the Icy Ink post-game show right here on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network.
Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center. From new tires to tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, there's so much more that we can do for you, and there's no reason to go anywhere but the Warren Tire Center in Warren, Pennsylvania. With over 40 years of serving the Warren and surrounding communities, it's always been a great day at the Warren Tire Center. We offer same-day service and walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Warren Tire Center can be reached at 814-723-8050 and on the web at warrentirecenter.com.
You've got dreams, might even be something big. Imagine what you could do with the right solutions. Secured against evolving threats and set up to make the right decisions faster. At Acrisure, we help protect and grow everything you've worked so hard to build. We are the brightest people using the best of technology. We are an extraordinary advantage for you. We are Acrisure.
Here at the Warren County Chamber of Business and Industry, we like to focus on our community and help our local businesses expand and succeed.
Why join WCCBF? Not only do we offer a way for local businesses to grow and prosper, but we also provide business development, community involvement, and member benefits.
Becoming a member of WCCBI includes benefits such as networking and ribbon cutting.
Become a member or to see additional information, visit WCCBI.org today.
With locations in Shippensville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
At AGI Industries in Clarendon, our state-of-the-art fabrication facility brings your custom-engineered products to life. With cutting-edge machinery and skilled professionals, we deliver precision-crafted solutions tailored to your needs. From trench box and storage container rentals to sandblasting, refurbishing, and painting equipment, plus expert metal fabrication, compressor stations, filters, separators, ASME vessels, and pig loaders, AGI Industries is your one-stop shop for quality and innovation. Call 814-728-6050 for more information or to secure a rental.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
And welcome into the Icy Ink post-game show for all your screen printing and embroidery needs. Call Icy Ink at 814-688-0034. Visit them online at icyink.com. That's ICYYInc.com. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear icy. Your final here from Warren. The Dragons defeat McDowell 25-12, 25-17, 25-14. Our Icy Ink player of the game, Warren's Haley Kabiska. A big reason for that sweep tonight. And first of all, Haley, congratulations. Great game this evening.
Thank you so much.
So, kind of back and forth early in that first set. You pull away late. That second set was a battle almost all the way through. Did you expect McDowell to kind of come back and fight as hard as they did in that second set?
Honestly, compared to the last game when we played them when they went home, they played pretty nice. They kind of came back, I think. But honestly, I thought it was no big deal for the Dragons tonight.
What were you guys talking about after you got the second set win? Because then you came out in the third and just kind of raced out to an early lead and really took care of business throughout the set. What were you guys talking about in that huddle between sets?
Honestly, just a bunch of focus. Got to stay focused on those serves, be heavy on those blocks. And I think we were really up and good for those last two sets.
And so one of the things that they changed defensively, they brought Wilcox in the middle, and it seemed like they were able to get some of those blocks going. Mm-hmm. What are you guys able to do kind of on the fly? You don't get a lot of time necessarily to talk between points. How are you able to make adjustments when you see a team starting to get into its blocks like that?
Honestly, it's just communication through the players, knowing where to hit, knowing who to hit. It's just a bunch of combinations, definitely through a lot of communication and teamwork.
And Tim mentioned at one point, Brent said it was either you or Madeline, but it was kind of almost like a blind set. How much does that communication and that working together go into just knowing where each other's going to be on the floor at most points?
It's just really it's just noticing those, and there's a lot of intense moments on that court. So there's always our back row just talking to us, making sure we know where everyone is, saying push, so push the ball out, or knowing your team members, really getting in the habit of remembering what they can do with those balls, for sure.
So you guys had a couple of players out today in Peyton Wooderson and Julia Gettner. Did you feel any kind of additional pressure to maybe step up your game a little bit, knowing that you weren't going to have them available tonight?
For sure. I knew that in order to fulfill Peyton's position, since she's such a big part of our team, I feel like I really had to up my game, and I just thought of her every point I got, for sure.
And so when you're able to kind of withstand the losses of two of your key players and come out and still get a big sweep like this, how much confidence does that give you as a team going forward?
A bunch of confidence, because now we know different lineups will work, different adjustments will work, and it's a good moment. It's always a good time.
Tim, did you have any?
Yeah, I wanted to ask you a little bit about. They did make a couple of runs, as you alluded to earlier. Mm-hmm. Coach Dolan seems like the kind of a coach who would rather let you play through that than to panic and call a timeout and have to talk to. Is that correct? Would that be a fair assessment?
For sure. He knows what we're capable of. He knows that we can pull through, and he trusts us. Mm-hmm. And he believes that no matter the circumstance, especially on big runs, a few of those servers had some nice serves, honestly. And I feel like just through trust and knowing the team, just really believing in each other. It's just.
What's it like when you have one of those situations where it's a really long volley and everybody is energy spent at the end of it and you don't get the point versus when you do get the point? Is there much of an emotional swing that happens with those, or is it just you've done it enough that it's not a big deal anymore?
I say a few. It depends really how important that point was. If there's big plays, I feel like it'd mean a lot more to our team.
Okay.
And especially if the score is close, hypothetically, sure, then it'd be kind of a letdown. But we can always get it back. We can always manage with those points.
You just battle through it.
For sure.
Well, congratulations. Fantastic job tonight.
Our Icy Ink player of the game, Warren's Haley Kabiska. Haley, congratulations on the win tonight. Good luck the rest of the way. We'll be right back with more of the Icy Ink post-game show on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network.
Here in Warren County, Seneca Generation delivers more than electricity. We provide clean, reliable power and we're proud to call this community home. Our team is committed to giving back, supporting local programs, and helping create opportunities that make a difference for families, schools, and neighborhoods. Because powering homes means empowering lives. Seneca Generation, powering your home, empowering our community.
Icy.
And we're back on the Icy Inc. post-game show from Warren, where the Dragons have just completed a sweep over visiting McDowell 25-12, 25-17, 25-14. And Tim, what did you see from this team tonight, especially in that second set where McDowell really battled back, but somehow Warren was able to find a way to pull through and complete the sweep?
I think two things, resilience and I think faith in themselves, because they've been in those situations before and they didn't panic and they didn't get rattled, and they know, look, we play our game. Most of the time we're going to come out on top. So you just focus on what you got to do. As Haley said, just focus, and it worked out fine for them. They withstood the runs and wound up with a win tonight.
So that'll do it for us from Warren Area High School tonight. Again, your final Warren 3-0 over McDowell, 25-12, 25-17, 25-14. We won't be back up here until next Tuesday. The Dragons get some breathing room here for a while. They've had a long stretch here in the last couple of weeks, and they'll be back at it right here at home on Tuesday, and we'll be right back with you for that here live on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network. Alan Siebert will be up in Eisenhower on Thursday. A little cross-county action going on as the Knights welcome in the Tidiute Charter Bulldogs to the John M. Neese Gymnasium on Thursday, so be sure to tune in for that. And then, again, you and I will be out in Girard on Friday, and Alan will be out in Union City with Lou Vizza as the Knights take on the Bears. Dragons are in Girard to take on the Yellow Jackets on the Gridiron. So lots of action coming up for you live right here on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network. For Tim Giuliano, this is Brian Hagberg on your daily local saying thanks so much for watching.